So, what's the proper invoice? Hi, my name's David Lopez. I'm an architect, and today's playbook is continuing a series on the prompt payment, and we're going to dive into what the DNA is of a proper invoice. So, depending where in the country you live, the definition of a proper invoice can vary, and we're referring to the Ontario Construction Act for what we're looking at here. And there's basically 7 points that a proper invoice needs to include. So, the first is the contractor's name and address. That's pretty straightforward. Second, it needs the proper invoice date, as well as the period over which products and services and materials are provided. You often see that where invoice will say as of, or the work and services performed as of January 31st. So the next thing is that invoice needs to show under what authority that it's being made. So you could put a contract number there, a purchase order number, anything similar to that. Next, it's a description of the materials and services that are provided. So regularly, that's in your schedule of values. And then there also has to be a quantity and the value for those. You see that in the schedule of values. Last, it has to be the name and address and telephone number of the person to whom the payment is being sent or has to receive that payment. And then lastly, there's kind of this all proviso where it's a catch-all, any other information that may be prescribed by your contract. So your contract may have some particulars in it that needs to have included in order to be considered a proper invoice. So it's crucial to understand that the time clock for your payments only starts upon the reception of a proper invoice. So if you're the payment certifier, a contract administrator, the architect on a project, your first step has to be to make sure that invoice is proper and it meets all the requirements of your contract and of, in this case, the Construction Act. That's all for today, and check back when we continue this conversation on prompt payment. And in the meantime, if you want to learn more, please visit our website, rform.ca. and download our prompt payment bulletin.